Here we are, Bridesburg, and they just dumped off 3 dumpsters. They're taking away 1. There we are. Bridesburg, they have this guy sitting here, and his job is to make sure there's nobody illegally dumping. All right. So, yeah, so this just got, well, sort of cleaned up. There's a little bit of a mess here, but they had 2 dumpsters. The guy who is sitting and protecting the dumpsters here in Bridesburg is doing a phenomenal job. Nobody's really illegally dumping. Now, he's only here till 6 p.m., and after he leaves, that's when chaos and anarchy can happen. All right, guys, happy 4th of July. All right. Actually, you know what I might do? I might go. Well, you know what today? Today is Thursday. So tonight would be the night I would put my trash out. But not really, because it's the 4th of July. So technically, I wouldn't put my trash out till Friday. I feel like a lot of people are just like, I don't know, just wait a day or two. We'll see what happens. But the mayor of Philadelphia gave this really impassionate speech about how she's not going to bankrupt the city. She's offered I think it's a 2.5% pay raise over the next 3 years, maybe 4 years. And the union wants an 8.5% pay raise over 4 years, which is like, what, 32%? That's a pretty big hike. But I think the average pay for a worker in District Council 33 is about $44,000. And you're talking about, oh man, almost $12,000 after the contract is up. I mean, prices of everything is going up except wages. So, I don't know. Now, 8.5 is like their highest point. So that's the art of negotiating. I think 8.5% is the high point of what they want. I think they said they would take 5%. So you do 5% 4 years. Let me do the math. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let's say about $8,000 to $10,000. I don't know. And another thing that city workers want is they want the right to, if you work in the city, you have to live in the city, and the workers want the right to live outside of the city because it's cheaper in some areas. Oh, by the way, happy 4th of July, happy 249th birthday to these United States of America. Every 4th of July, Philadelphia has a concert at the Ben Franklin Parkway. Tonight's performance was supposed to be headlined by LL Cool J, followed by fireworks above the Art Museum steps. And LL Cool J said he will not cross the picket line to perform. He said he won't collect a paycheck if the city workers aren't collecting a paycheck. Which kind of sucks, because I was kind of looking forward to the LL Cool J concert. This is where the trash truck workers are striking. Now, last night, this is Delaware Ave. This is like a street where people go drag racing, and last night there was a drunk driver driving down here, and he hit one of the trash truck workers. And I think he tried to flee the scene, but there's cops here. So, all right. And the dump is open today. People can come in. They have these barricades set up to keep if you come here to drop off your trash sometimes. Oh wow, there go 2 trash trucks. You have trash scattered all up and down the street. People didn't want to cross the picket line, or maybe they felt intimidated to cross the picket line. That's why those barriers are set up, so people don't feel intimidated for crossing. Not that I took a survey on my last video if people think, are you a scab if you use the dumpsters or if you go to the dump to dump your trash? And I think the majority of the people say you're not being a scab when you throw out your trash. This is Ontario Street. I'm going to try to show you guys the same streets just so you can see the progress of the illegal dumping you're going to find here. There you go. Holy shit. Look, there's now a car. Look at this. Somebody dumped a car. Yeah, that wasn't there. This is at Richmond and Indiana. They had cars on this street, but I believe they were towed. Yesterday, the trash piles were so big, it was actually covering the cars. The dumpster for this street is back here. It's all the way back here. People came and just they would come and they would just drop their trash. You got somebody with a couch in here. It smells horrible. It smells horrible. Luckily, there's no one that lives here, and I don't think anybody lives here. And I heard the trash went almost out into Richmond Street. And keep in mind, the trash dump is only maybe a mile and a half from here. And people are still bringing trash and they're just adding it to the pile to the side. They're gonna fill up that truck, that little backhoe, that's gonna go in, all this shit is gonna go into a dump truck and they're just gonna take that to the dump. Now in Mayfair, they had a situation like this where it was overflowing and they actually had a cop stand here and tell people, yo, stop doing this. You're being ridiculous. Take it to the dump. It's only around the corner. Now, people are just walking here. You can't really say that. But if they have a car, that's just common sense. I mean, the shops at Fishtown, whatever the hell they call it, the Fishtown Plaza, Port Richmond Village. And I was just kind of curious to see how the dumpsters are doing back here. Not too bad. I heard that there are some businesses actually hiring security guards, and they're just sitting there watching the dumpsters. I know a lot of you guys are just watching this for the trash strike. I do make videos all around the city of Philadelphia, across the United States. This is the house of Betsy Ross. This is where Betsy Ross made the American flag, supposedly. It's not 100% proven that she did. Right there is where Betsy's upholstery shop was. Her bedroom was up there, and down there was like her basement where she made musket bullets. Muskets. I guess they're just called muskets. Are they musket bullets or just... oh, who knows? Anyway, she made little bullets for the Revolutionary War, which is really interesting because she was a Quaker, and Quaker were pacifists. There you go. Big flag right there. Oh, by the way, if there's a big flag right there. If Betsy did make the flag, she made it up in her bedroom, not in her upholstery shop, because if she would have been caught making the American... if she would have been caught making the American flag, guess what that is? That's treason, and they would have killed her. So that's the reason why they can't prove she made the American flag. There's no you don't leave a paper trail when you're committing treason. Yeah, right here, this is the Independence Hall Historic District. Independence Hall is 2 blocks that way. Right now, they're paving. They're putting in this new like pavement / bike trail all across the historic district. Next year, America turns 250. So we're trying to look right. Now, if you come here when America turns 249, doesn't look too well. Plus, there's large piles of trash everywhere. Right here, this is the first bank of the United States. Back there is where Alexander Hamilton worked when he was the treasurer of the United States. There they are. It's the 4th of July parade here in Philadelphia. There you go, that guy's holding a flag. Look at this classic car. There you are. Well, it's the first 4th of July that this bell is on display here at this park. That's a bell Queen Elizabeth gave to the city of Philadelphia back in 1976. 49 years ago, there was a block party on this street. Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, who, by the way, died way too soon. They had a block party on the street with the mayor, Frank Rizzo, and the citizens of Britain gave us that bell. Whenever I think of America, I always think of guns and the Dalai Lama. I love that the guns are pointed right at the Dalai Lama. There's something symbolic about that. By the way, happy birthday to the Dalai Lama. 90 years young. Right there. Or 90, I don't know how old he is, but there it is, the Wawa truck. That means the Wawa Goose might be around here. There they go. Happy 250th birthday to the United States Army. There we go. Look at this. There's the Liberty Bell. And if you walk about 40 yards that way, you can see the real one. How exciting. All right, now we have union workers coming to the beginning of the parade. Now, I heard that there are the people running the Welcome America event kind of nervous that the protesters aren't going to let any events happen in the city today. Right here, I think this is the mayor. And we're also at like a heightened security level, so you have like K9 police checking cars. We're gonna, here comes the police to check on the protesters. There we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, I know that guy. There you go. Oh, isn't that, oh, it's perfect with the 4th of July, with Independence Hall and the police chasing protesters. Right? This is what America was made for. The First Amendment. The mayor of Philadelphia getting ready to go to the Independence Hall. They're going to have a little ceremony. They have this every 4th of July. Hear that bell?
For a second. Fun time.
That's the bell atop of Independence Hall. That is actually made of 4 cannons from American history. 2 cannons from the Battle of Saratoga, 2 cannons from the Battle of Gettysburg. They melted down those 4 cannons. They made a 13,000-pound bell. Every time you hear that bell ring, you don't hear a bell, you hear American history. Let's go.
We come together to celebrate the nation's founding.
It's my good friend John Middleton, owner of the Philadelphia Phillies.
And to recognize every...
I was talking to my good friend John Middleton, the owner of the Phillies, and he did not seem pleased with the Phillies right now. And I suspect something big will be happening before the trade deadline. The line to get into Independence Hall on the 4th of July. Right there. Calvin! Look, you're on a bike and I'm on a bike. I mean, Scott, you're not Calvin, but you kind of look like Wally today.
Wally?
Wally the Goose.
Wally the Goose.
I don't know. Hey,
Calvin,
do me a favor. Take that to Bridesburg. We can need some people to take their trash to the dumps.
Right back here, buddy.
Thanks, cuz.
No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace.
It's the 4th of July in Philadelphia, which means Wawa giveaways. Get yourself a free hat, a free ice. I'm going to get myself a free iced tea. There you go. Good morning. There you go. Diet iced tea.
He says no.
Last night there was a concert here at the Ben Folds 5. Ben Folds did a concert. It got canceled, or like it got cut short because of rain. Matter of fact, I'll have this video end with my, I like how that dickhead just walked right into me. I'm going to have this video end with my Ben Folds coverage. So that will be your bonus bullshit. Independence Hall. Usually don't ride my bike down this street because of traffic, but it's closed off because of the parade. I love this part of the city. I love the historic district. I love the history of the city. I know a lot of you guys are just watching the trash coverage. Might be new here, but hit subscribe. I go to baseball games, and I go to sporting events. I do a lot of things around the city. Both have tiaras, therefore you're important, and the world needs to know. Do you put ketchup on a hot dog? I'm a mustard person. Okay. I do put ketchup on my hot dog. Okay, well, you're wearing a red dress. That makes sense. Thank you, ladies. Have a... And what's the wave look like? Oh, good one. Thank you. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. Ben, how you doing, bud? You having a good 4th of July? Excellent. Now, listen, back when you lived around, they would just throw the trash in the creek, and they would have the... Yes.
Captain?
Yes, of course. Yes. Ben, how are you? It's good to see you.
Terrific.
Yeah, great to see you.
I wanted to meet you.
Well, dreams are coming true for me, too. But I was telling the people back in 1790, they would just throw the trash in the creek right there at Doc's Creek. Yeah. Yellow fever epidemic. Well, so this trash strike ain't that bad. Yeah, this trash strike ain't that bad.
Not yet.
Yeah. A few more days. Let's see. Down the parade route here on Market Street. We're about a half hour till the parade. Now, there's a threat of the protests on 5th Street, and I was told that there might be something happening in Chinatown. We're going to check that. Things they're doing to block off streets is they have these police athletic league vans blocking streets. Usually, they'll use, I think they use trash trucks usually to do that. Now, with the trash truck workers not on strike, you can't, it's going to be impossible for them to get trash trucks to protect these streets. And I was wondering how the city was going to protect the streets, and they're using the police. I'm now at 6th and Market, and this is where the parade is going to turn. Right up here, you have the union protesters who were on 5th Street. They're now crossing the street on 6th Street. You have police blocking You have the police protecting Market Street, or blocking Market Street. And they're going to, they're going to block the parade right here. The parade's going to start in a few minutes, and there are a lot of police on the parade route. This is where it's going to happen, right here, 6th and Market. So it looks like what they're going to do. You got bike racks. Those security racks are probably going to be placed here. So now what they're doing is they're penning everybody in. I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
It's the 4th of July,
yes,
and everyone needs to know, do you put ketchup on a hot dog?
I put ketchup on a hot dog. Listen, ketchup, mustard, onions, relish, all the classics, and that's the perfect dog.
On a Martin's potato roll, because they're made in Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Have a good 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, Abe Lincoln. Yes. It is the 4th. Happy 4th of July. Hey, I heard you were a wrestler.
And let's go 4th.
Let's go. I love it.
You know who taught me how to wrestle?
I was going to say, who is your favorite wrestler?
My mother.
Wow. Okay, thank you, Abe. And
Women in Kentucky territory of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do in the wilderness, so they wrestled.
They wrestled, and your mother taught you how to wrestle.
And I learned from my mom.
And I learned a lot right just with this interview. Thank you, Abe. God bless you, and God bless America. What are you doing, cuz? You're on the wrong side! Wally, it's great to see you. Happy 4th of July. Be careful, there's a protest a block away. Just be careful, alright, cuz? Happy Hoagie Day, or 4th of July. Oh, Wally the Goose. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked they're not stopping in the parade. It's Independence Hall, and right there's a guy at the First Amendment Plaza practicing his right to protest. That's what this little patch of land here is built for. It's called the First Amendment Plaza, and people can sit here and protest. That bus is completely full of police officers. It looked like there was a lot of guys and gals who were in the police academy who were just standing here around trying to make it look like they had a bigger presence than what they really had. This is the building called Carpenter's Hall. This is where the founding fathers, the First Continental Congress, this is where they got together to write a letter to the King of England. And they wrote a letter to the King of England saying, yo, cuz, stop it with the taxes. And then we mailed that letter to the King of England, and he didn't read it, and we went to war. The end's inside Carpenter's Hall, right here. Right here, this is one of the chairs that they sat in when the First Continental Congress hung out. John Adams, George Washington, Ben Franklin. Those are people who came in here. Matter of fact, Ben Franklin got the Revolutionary War funded. Up there in the library, he proposed a deal with a French spy, and that deal helped the French government fund the American Revolutionary War. I had to start working my way home, celebrate my 4th of July with my family. It's almost noon. I was only supposed to be out for an hour or so. Goddamn parades and protests. That guy right there, he's one of the storytellers. They have 10 storytellers around the old historic Independence Hall area. Right here, this is where Ben Franklin lived when near the end of his life in Philadelphia. Oh, you're good. You're good. I got you. Ben Franklin actually designed these houses and this tunnel I'm driving through. Ben Franklin designed and walked through himself. How exciting. St. Augustine's, it's a church. They filmed the Sixth Sense here, but it's also an Augustinian church. And there's a picture of Pope Leo, who went to school not too far from here. He went to school in Villanova, right outside of Philadelphia. I would bet you he went to church here, because this is a church run by Augustinians. Yo, train dorks, taking care of you on the 4th of July, right? There it is, the underneath the L. This is like Fishtown, Northern Liberty. I think this is Fishtown, the Fishtown section. Real estate agents these days, they call this area East Kensington, because I think technically that's what it really is, but my whole life I called this neighborhood Fishtown. It's, oh, they're putting up a mural. They've been gentrifying this area for about 20 years. Everywhere you go, underneath the L, they have a lot of new buildings going up. But yeah, look, all of this new real estate. And another problem in this area is parking. The new buildings, they don't put up parking lots. Like, they don't have, like, they'll have an apartment building open up with like 35 apartments, but only have 14 parking spaces. And then parking becomes an issue. Look, no one lives around here, but there's no parking. Right there, that's the gym from Rocky. That's Mighty Mick's gym. And right there is where the bar, Rocky and Tommy Gunn, they had a fight. It started right there. That's a new mural in the Kensington area. And we're getting closer to the Kensington portion. Corner. This is right in front of a daycare. And this is the old Kelly's Corner, which was kind of like an indoor flea market. It's now a charter school. Yeah, so kids, I think this school's open all year round. Not, definitely the daycare part of it. Another big pile of trash on the corner of Front and Tusculum. This is the street Rocky lived. Well, back in that direction, that's where Rocky lived for the movie Rocky 1. And we got the fire hydrant open. Uh-oh. Look at this. And they got the fire hydrant on, just blasting at full force. They got a block party going on right here. There you go. And you got another fire hydrant going. There you go. Summertime. And the living is easy. There you go. There's another fire hydrant on. Right next to a big pile of trash. Another big pile of trash next to the playground. And then you got, here's another big pile of trash right next to all these homes. All right, we're coming up to the dumpsters here at Sea and Allegheny. Now, when I was here yesterday, it was a mess. And it's a mess now. Now, across the street, you do have a Family Dollar and you have these houses. But this has been an absolute shit show here for at least 48 hours. And they have 3 dumpsters. It looks like the one dumpster here is empty. Look, these people here have Jersey plates. This is embarrassing. It's also, these things are kind of high. These dumpsters are kind of high. So that guy, you know, he's able to do that. So, but if you have an elderly woman, right, who drives her trash here, she's just going to leave it to the side. And you got more people. Yeah, they're just dumping it on the street. Just dumping it right there. Who gives a fuck, right? It's kind of disgusting. Especially the fact that there's an empty dumpster 40 yards away. It smells so bad. Like, some of the stuff's been sitting here for at least 2 days. It's been in the 90s. Yeah. Look at all those beer boxes. I wonder if they were from a local bar. Or maybe somebody had a barbecue this weekend. Not that it's the cop's job to police the trash pile, but there's just a cop sitting here in the middle of Allegheny Ave doing nothing. There are, like, a lot of cops. Well, maybe not today because of the 4th of July, but we usually have a lot of police patrolling the Kensington Ave area. When new police graduate from the police academy, they walk the beat in Kensington. And you just throw one of them there, and that could probably solve a little bit of that problem, but it might be, it's just too late now. Now it's just too late. Another big pile of trash right here in front of this food store. You got birds and pigeons. There's also a pretty big rat infestation not far from here in Kensington and Allegheny. There's a live stream you can watch 24 hours a day of this section in Kensington. And there's a newspaper stand, and if you watch that that live stream, you'll see that newspaper stand is full of rats. Yeah, right here, here's the rat. You can see the rat where they eat in. There you go. Big pile of trash on the corner. You have the mattress. So many mattresses in a week have gotten thrown out. Underneath the trestle here, you got some dumping. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, there he is. There you go. Guy's illegally dumping. Trash dumps a quarter of a mile that way. Just a quarter of a mile. That's all you gotta do is drive. There's a dumpster right down the street here. He could go to the dump. And, you know, why doesn't he dump that? Like, just, I don't get why people are dumping trash. You know, it's been a week. All we gotta do is wait. Or you just go to the dumpsters. But to throw shit just on the corner, on the blocks where you live, just doesn't make sense to me. Coming back to Bridesburg, it's going to see how much the 2 dumpsters filled up since I left. They look like they're pretty manageable. They look like they're pretty manageable. There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad today. All right. Except for the protest strikes, people littering across the city, the dumpster at Sea in Allegheny, that mess on Indiana Avenue. Not too bad. Well, not. Here we are, the Philadelphia Chinese Lantern Festival. I know I start a lot of videos here. It's because I park right down there. Anyway, we're going for a scoot, and we might be going to a concert. Right now, the Philadelphia Pops, they're back. They were gone. I don't know where they went, but they're back. And tonight, the Philadelphia Pops are performing with Ben Folds. Not the 5, just Ben Folds himself. Are they going to sing Brick? I don't know. Am I going to sit around for a concert in 90-degree heat to hear Brick? I don't know. I don't even know if I like the song that much, to tell you the truth. I like the one song about getting my T-shirt back, but there's no way he's doing that because that's a lot of profanity. So here's the question: do I like brick? Oh, there it is, a Philly Pops, and I dare you to find another city that embraces a character as much as we embrace Rocky Balboa, because that's what they're playing right now. Oh, it's just all copyright. Independence Hall is right behind those people, and it's a large crowd, even though the trash strike is happening. Okay, there's Ben Folds himself, and I hear he doesn't do brick. So, Independence Hall, this is like the third or fourth concert they had on this stage this week, so it's pretty neat. This is a new bike lane they're building all through the Independence Hall area. Imagine you spend your whole life wanting to be a rock and roll star, and you finally, you know, this is the backstage. Ben Folds, just let's go, right? This is rock and roll. Wow. I'm gonna sell this footage to TMZ. Money, 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 money. Proud. Right now they're doing the military anthems. There we go. There we go. USA. I wish I bought my Ben Folds 5 CD. I would have gotten the only thing I ever get autographed are albums. And I don't do autographs except for musicians. Da, da, da. Let's go. Hey, Liberty Bell, how you doing? Happy 3rd of July. It's, you know, tomorrow's the big day. I'll probably be here tomorrow, too. All right, hon. I'll talk to you later. That's the Liberty Bell. Big bell with a crack in it. Used to hang right up atop of that tower of Independence Hall. Backstage with Ben Folds. You think,
Oh my God, it is.
Ben, you think, yeah, of course it's him.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
probably...
a big Ben Folds fan. Love Big
Are you?
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
You look like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He, not really a big party backstage.
No, he doesn't party anymore.
What are you doing, photographing this?
I'm a WH1.
And the crowd erupts because the 14-minute version of Yankee Doodle Dandy is over, and now we get the vocal stylings of Ben Folds. He's not doing brick, guys. Sorry. Man, if you could have seen the people I said that to, it's really funny. It's really funny. Poor Ben Folds 5. Now he's... I'm calling him Ben Folds 5. Ben Folds 5 sitting out here during the end. What a... Can't we get the guy in the van? He's just sitting there. Look, that's his manager. He's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. I don't know why. Look, there goes the manager. Is Ben, are we using Ben tonight, or are we just going to play movie theme songs? Philly Pops, they're back. A lot of people. I don't know what he's listening to, but I wish I ate whatever mushrooms he ate. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a storm coming in this direction. And the music plays as Ben Folds waits in the 90-degree heat without the air conditioning. The long wait is over. He's not doing brick, but he's going to sing some songs. Storm clouds aren't chasing Ben Folds away, but the crowd is leaving. Oh, everybody's folding up the chairs.
Just like a guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. And so I did me some talking to the sun. Sorry. This little white been lonely interstate. You can't do it for life. Y'all tell me, right? Tell me when it's time. I can live my days growing games on the fence. There we go. It's really hot. They've got really expensive instruments, so everyone has to look. Thanks, y'all.
Hey, Ben, it's the 4th of July. Do you put ketchup on the hot dog?
On the what?
Do you put ketchup on the hot dog?
Oh, no ketchup.
Thank you. Go get dry. You're Ben Folds. You can't get wet. I stuck around for ketchup on the hot dog, and now we're going to lose the scooter and the camera. God bless America.